But isn't a big part of the problem that President Lopez Obrador and now President Scheinbaum, thank you for correcting me, by the way, live in the right front pocket of the Mexican drug cartels?
I disagree with that statement.
I thought you might. 5 years or 10 years. Get caught with this much fentanyl, 5 years. Get caught with this much meth, you can hardly see it, you get 5 years. Does that make any sense to you?
No, sir.
It's like cell deep stupid, isn't it?
Welcome back to MAGA Capital, your frontline headquarters for truth, accountability, and unapologetic American values. If you're tired of watching career politicians dance around the truth while our communities are ravaged by fentanyl and cartel crime, then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because we don't sugarcoat the facts here, we expose them. Now let's talk about what happened at a recent Senate hearing. Senator John Kennedy once again proved why he's one of the most fearless voices in Washington. In a hearing about the fentanyl crisis, Kennedy brought the heat and the facts, and his righteous outrage led to an actual round of applause in the chamber. That's how powerful his message was. He started with a reality check about Mexico. Senator Kennedy pointed out the obvious. The presidents of Mexico, first Lopez Obrador and now his handpicked successor Claudia Sheinbaum, have operated under slogans like hugs, not bullets when dealing with drug cartels. That's not policy, folks. That's surrender. Kennedy didn't mince words. He said flat out what many are afraid to admit. These leaders are living in the front pocket of the Mexican drug cartels. And whether you like hearing it or not, it's the truth. While others talk about forming more task forces and issuing more press releases, Kennedy pulled out physical props, showing packets representing fatal amounts of fentanyl, and broke it down in a way that every American can understand. Just 2 milligrams of fentanyl can kill you. But the law currently treats fentanyl possession less harshly than meth or PCP. That's not justice. That's stupidity. Dangerous stupidity. He compared the sentencing differences and exposed just how backwards and broken our sentencing laws are. You get 5 years for 10 grams of PCP, 5 years for 5 grams of meth. But you need 40 grams of fentanyl to even hit that same sentence, and 400 grams to get 10 years. That's insane. Fentanyl is far deadlier, far cheaper, and far easier to move. And it's pouring into our communities. Let's watch the full Senate hearing, and I'll be giving my full response and reaction afterwards.
The flow of fentanyl. Senator Kennedy.
Dr. Farfan, the president of Mexico until 2024 was President Lopez Obrador. Is that right? And he ran for president with respect to the cartels on the slogan, hugs, not bullets. Is that right?
Well, no, he did not run on his campaign with that slogan.
Yes, he did. Now, his hand-picked successor is President Steinbaum. Is that correct?
Scheinbaum.
Is that correct?
Claudia Sheinbaum.
Right. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. I love the people of Mexico, and the people of Mexico are good friends. But isn't a big part of the problem that President Lopez Obrador and now President Scheinbaum, thank you for correcting me, by the way, live in the right front pocket of the Mexican drug cartels?
I disagree with that statement.
I thought you might. You want more task forces. Dr. Westlake, this represents 400 grams of fentanyl. Kill every person in Providence, Rhode Island. If you're a dealer and you get caught with this, you get 10 years minimum. This represents 40 grams of fentanyl. Would kill every single man, woman, and child in Culpeper, Virginia. If you get caught with this amount, as a dealer, you get a 5-year minimum sentence. This is where it gets special. This represents 10 grams of PCP. If you get caught with it, as a dealer, you get 5 years minimum. Is fentanyl more dangerous than PCP?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. The fentanyl is can be classified as a lethal weapon. I did a chart on it. And
this is 5 grams of meth. That's what this represents. If you're a dealer and you get caught with it, your minimum sentence is 5 years. Is fentanyl, you get caught with this much fentanyl, 5 years or 10 years. Get caught with this much fentanyl, 5 years. Get caught with this much meth, you can hardly see it, you get 5 years. Does that make any sense to you?
No, sir.
It's like cell deep stupid, isn't it? You don't need a task force to see the logic of that. I've got a bill, it's called the Fairness in Fentanyl Sentencing, I've reintroduced. This bill will lower the 5-year mandatory minimum for 40 grams of fentanyl to 2 grams of fentanyl. It'll lower the 10-year mandatory minimum from 400 grams of fentanyl to 20 grams of fentanyl. This bill won't punish addicts. It'll help. It's not going to help until President Lopez Obrador and President Scheinbaum get out of the pockets of the drug cartels. But it's a start. This bill will punish dealers. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Senator Whitehouse.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Welcome to all the witnesses.
So Kennedy's doing something about it. He's reintroducing his Fairness in Fentanyl Sentencing Act to lower the mandatory minimums from 40 grams to just 2 grams for a 5-year sentence, and from 400 grams to 20 grams for a 10-year minimum. This bill targets dealers, not addicts, and aims to finally bring federal law in line with the deadly reality we face. Kennedy's voice cracked with frustration when he made one thing absolutely clear. No bill, no task force. No Senate hearing is going to fix this until Mexico's leadership stops playing footsie with the cartels. And he's absolutely right. We need real border security, strong laws, and a government that puts Americans first, not drug traffickers, not woke NGOs, not corrupt foreign regimes. This fentanyl epidemic is killing Americans by the tens of thousands. It's not just an overdose crisis, it's chemical warfare. And if we don't act like it, we're going to lose an entire generation. Senator Kennedy's performance was powerful, righteous, and long overdue. It's the kind of leadership we need. The kind of straight talk you won't hear from the Biden White House. So if you're as fed up as I am, leave a comment that says, "Close the border," and share this video with everyone you know. Subscribe to MAGA Capital right now, because we're not here to whisper the truth. We're here to shout it from the rooftops. Fentanyl is a plague. Cartels are the enemy. And the time for polite silence is over.